Good evening and welcome to Zaleski Sports and another night of basketball. And here we are at the LMC Home Improvement Fieldhouse here in Marshfield. And for Wisconsin Valley Conference contest with DC Everest Evergreens coming into the Fieldhouse to play the Marshfield Tigers. Coming into this ball game, DC Everest is 5-2 in conference, 10-9 overall. Marshfield 3-3 and in fourth place, and 6-13 overall. DC Everest is 2 games back. With a Spash win tonight, they are playing, they are playing Wausau West tonight. And if Everest loses, that will clinch it for Stevens Point. Will clinch the conference championship or title for Stevens Point for the second straight year. So should be a great matchup as these two teams met earlier in the season, back on December 19th, and DC Everest coming out on top, 48-22 in that contest. A big blowout for the Evergreens, and looking at the stats, Marshfield could not hit anything. They shot 19% from the floor, only had 11 turnovers in that ball game, but it turns out that they just could not buy a basket in that contest. Marshfield's coming off a 57-53 win at Lakeland. In that ball game, Haley Klum and Natalie Delaney and Kennedy Kolstad led the Tigers with 14 points each. And Lily Adler had just missed a double in that contest as she finished with 9 points and pulled down 10 boards, as she is one of the top rebounders in the conference, as she is only like 2 or 3 rebounds behind the leader. But the thing is, that leader has played one more ball game, as Marshfield has a makeup game with Wausau East towards the end of the season. In fact, we can give you that. It will be right after the Stevens Point game on Monday, February 16th. I will be bringing you that contest, and so we'll see if Lily can take be chairman of the board, so say, in the Wisconsin Valley. Our pregame show is brought to you by First Choice Credit Union. First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives in or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. And so we'll come back in just a little bit and tell you about both of these ball clubs. And you're watching high school basketball in the Wisconsin Valley Conference here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And we are back here at the LMC Home Improvement Fieldhouse here in Marshfield. And before I forget, I want to congratulate Haley Klum, the senior forward for the Marshfield Tigers, as she has signed her letter of intent to continue her basketball career as she will be playing for the Eau Claire Blue Gulls in the WIAC next year. So congratulations to Haley and good luck to her. The standings so far in the Wisconsin Valley Conference: Stevens Point leading with a 7-0 record, DC Everest 5-2, Wisconsin Rapids 4-3, Marshfield 3-3, and in fourth place Wausau West 1-6, and Wausau East at 0-6. Other games in the Wisconsin Valley tonight, as I mentioned before, Stevens Point is at Wausau West and Wausau East is at Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see what the matchups here are team-wise here. Field goal-wise, DC Everest is now this is just conference standings right now, as DC Everest is shooting at a .367 from the floor, while while Marshfield is fourth in the conference at .331. From the parking lot, DC Everest is the top three-point shooting team in the conference, along with Stevens Point shooting at a .337, Marshfield at a .264. Free throws, DC Everest is shooting .579 and in fifth, and in sixth place Marshfield at .578. And talking to head coach Heidi Michael, she says, we just cannot make any free throws. And I'll tell you, they lost one ball game already this season when they lost to West Salem, as they lost that one 65-63, as they missed 4 free throws down the stretch in the final minute in that contest. But they came up with a big win against Lakeland, 57-53, just the other night. So rebound-wise, and Marshfield is the chairman of the boards in the conference, as they average 31.8 rebounds, while DC Everest is sixth, with averaging 25 a game. Assist-wise, Marshfield has 9 assists a ball game, DC Everest 8, and steals Marshfield 8.8, while DC Everest is 8.4. Individually, shooting-wise, Peyton Marchalonis, who is a freshman, outstanding freshman, shooting .483, as she is their top scorer on this ball club. We'll get to see her tonight, and I'll tell you, looking at Everest's team down the line here, they are going to have a great ball club for the next couple of years here. Kennedy Kolstad is fifth in the conference, shooting at .439. Haley Klum is ninth at .380. Mattia Byler is shooting .353, and Alyssa Shimilewski is shooting at a .350 clip. And three-point shooting, Kennedy Kolstad leading the conference at a .435 clip. Alyssa Shimilewski shooting at 36%. McKenna Bullis at 31%. Kylie Laufenberg from Marshfield is 11th, is shooting 27, and Haley Klum is 14th, hitting 25% of hers. Free throw shooting, Kennedy Kolstad is second in the conference, 14 of 16 from the line, shooting at an 87% clip, and that's about the only one that's leading for the Tigers at the free throw line there. And Peyton Marchalonis is shooting at a .658. She is a 6'2 freshman, and Tigers are going to have problems containing her tonight, as she does control the paint very, very well. As Peyton is also averaging 11.7. She's fourth in the conference in scoring. Haley Klum is sixth with 12.3, along with Kennedy Kolstad tied at 12.3 also. Individual rebounding, as I mentioned, Lily Adler leads the conference with an 8.8 rebound, but Leah Aui of Stevens Point has 56, so she's got 3 more rebounds, but she's played 1 more ball game. So Lily's got a good chance of taking that rebound title in the Wisconsin Valley. And Peyton for DC Everest is averaging 7.3. So individual assists, Lily Adler actually is 6th with assists, averaging 2.3, and Haley Klum 2.2. While Mattea Byler has 1.3. So that's pretty much a matchup between these two ball clubs. And so we'll be back in just a little bit. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off time here. And we'll tell you a little bit more about these two teams when we come back. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDeliver.com.
Ned over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Get fresh meats and cheeses every day at Smith Brothers Meats. Let Smith Brothers Meats cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats of Colby open Monday through Saturday. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Call Sammy or Sue today and visit on North Central Avenue. Brock & Decker.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neillsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Welcome back to the LMC Fieldhouse here in Marshfield as the Tigers are playing host to the DC Everest Evergreens. As I mentioned before, DC Everest beat Marshfield back on the 19th of December by a score of 48-22, and so Marshfield wants a little revenge on that. Comparing these two teams, Marshfield is averaging overall, not just in the Valley, but overall throughout the season, they're averaging 46.5 points a ball game, while DC Everest is averaging 40.4. Giving up defensive-wise, Marshfield 56.7, and DC Everest, a very good defensive ball club, giving up 43 points a ball game. Shooting from the floor, DC Everest is shooting 39%, Marshfield 34%. From the free throw line, Everest has the edge on that, 61% to 56.7. And then looking at assists, rebounds a ball game. Marshfield has that edge as they are top in the conference with almost 30 rebounds a ball game. Steals a ball game, Marshfield has 7.8. And turnovers, Marshfield with 18.2, which is a lot of turnovers. Everest, 18 turnovers, that's 18 times you have given up a chance of even putting the ball in the hole for 2 or 3. So Marshfield has to take care of the ball a little bit better than what they have. I went back today as these two teams met, going back all the way to 2002-2003 season. So it's been 23 and a half seasons, including this season. Marshfield has the overall edge of 34-14, and their home record against DC Everest during that time is 17-6. There was a stretch back in 2014 until 2013 where Marshfield was 1-5 against DC Everest, but Marshfield had a string going from 2011 all the way back to, or let's say 2004-2005 season, all the way to the 11-12. Marshfield went 17-0 against DC Everest, where Marshfield had those great teams back then. And so this should be an interesting contest. We're about 35 seconds away from the start here as Marshfield went into the locker room. They should be, or as they're heading now. I thought they had gone to the locker room, but they are here on the floor, and they're getting ready for the national anthem. The officials for this evening's contest is Louis Eisman. I remember Louis as a assistant baseball coach for Legion for Tom Magnuson many years ago, and an outstanding official. He's worked quite a few state tournaments also, and working with Mark Heiting from the Wausau area and Mark Horn from the Pittsville area. So we'll get this going here. The national anthem will be brought to you by Brad Krecklaw and Ian Pierce, are your Royal Mutual Insurance agents in Marshfield. They offer a full line of insurance products. Contact them today for a free quote. And we're going to turn it over to public address announcer Tim Haig. A great rendition of the national anthem done by the Marshfield Senior High Pep Band. Outstanding job by them year in and year out. And our starting lineup will be sponsored by Hiller's True Value. Hiller's True Value in Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. On the job or in the woods, be ready to fight the winter elements. Check out Hiller's large selection of heated gear to keep you warm wherever you go this winter. That's Hiller's True Value Hardware in Marshfield. And the starting lineup for the DC Everest Evergreens, who come into this contest with a 5-2 record, 10-9 overall at a guard position, a 5'5" senior. Number 10, Aubrey Klatt. At a forward spot, a 5'9" senior, number 11, Piper Schultz. At a forward position, a 5'10" junior, number 12, Alyssa Shimaleski. At a guard spot, a 5'8" junior, number 20, McKenna Bullis. And at the center position, a 6'2" freshman, number 23, Peyton Marchalonis. The head coach for the DC Everest Evergreens is Lauren Bullis, a former UW-Stevens Point grad in her second season. And the starting lineup for the Marshfield Tigers. At guard, number 11, a 5'7" senior, Hannah Ridgway. At a forward position, a 5'10" senior, number 12, Haley Klum. At a forward or guard position, a 5'8" senior, number 14, Kylie Laufenberg. At a forward position, a 5'10" junior and chairman of the board for the Tigers, Lily Adler. And at a guard forward position, a 5'10" freshman, number 22, Kennedy Kolstad. The head coach for the Tigers in her 19th overall season with the Marshfield Tigers, Heidi Michaels. And as I mentioned, the officials for tonight is Mark Heiding, Mark Horn, and Louis Eisman. So we'll see if Tigers can get revenge here from that blowout loss back on December, that was, I'm thinking, December 19th. So no more than, 3 weeks ago. So let's see if they can get revenge. As the Tigers control the tip, Kennedy brings it across the timeline to Haley Klum. Kennedy with it. Long three by Kennedy. Good! Nothing but net. That is Kennedy Kolstad's 37th three-pointer on the season, as the Tigers jump out to a quick 3-0 lead here against the Evergreens. As the Evergreens bring it up. Down low with it is Marchalonis. She's playing down in that low post down there. And a long three off the rim by number 20. That is Bullis. And pulling the rebound down is Kennedy Kolstad. And Haley Klum off the rim, no good. Fighting for it, as that would be Lily Adler. And it's going to be an over back as the pass from Lily to Kennedy, just out of the reach of Kennedy Kolstad. As Adler pulls down another rebound for the Tigers. Just getting started here in the first half as the Tigers lead 3-0 on Kennedy Kolstad's three-pointer. And bringing it across the timeline is Bullis. Over on the left wing to Shemalowski. Inside. And we're going to have an offensive foul on number 23. That is Marchalonis, her first personal foul, as she had that forearm lead. So first personal foul on the young freshman. Klum out to Kennedy on the left wing. Knocked away. Kolstad controls it. Brings it out on the right wing to Klum. Over to Kolstad. Kolstad looking for an opening. Back out on top. Kennedy with it to Laufenberg, and stolen away as Everest brings it up. Long three, and off the backboard, and good. That is Shaleski with a three-pointer. That is her 21st three-pointer of the season. Out on the right corner, Klum trying to drive baseline and dribbling it out of bounds after the steal is Shemaliski. Tigers with it. Klum along the baseline. Out on top to Laufenberg. Kolstad with it. Back out on top to Laufenberg. Klum thought about the three, passed it back out on top to Laufenberg, back to Klum. As long three off the back of the rim, no good, chipped around, and a rebound brought down by Shemaliski. As Evergreens bring it across the timeline. We're all tied up at three here, both on three-pointers. And up with a shot is the fine freshman, Peyton Marchalonis, with the basket. As the Tigers getting set out there. Looks like they're playing a man-to-man defense against the Tigers. Kennedy with it on the left wing. Laufenberg to Klum. Klum thinking about driving back. Inside to Klum. Klum fakes, goes up, off the glass, and good. Gets the roll as the Tigers go ahead, 5-5, tied it up at 5-5. I forgot about the basket by Peyton there. Ball worked inside to Peyton, long three, and just off the front of the rim, taken by Bullis. As Klum brings it up to Kennedy, to Klum. Klum fakes the three, drives, dishes over to Laufenberg, to Kennedy. Kolstad drives, and she's going to be called for traveling. A turnover by the Tigers. And coming in, number 15 for the Evergreens is Briley Beck, as Beck is averaging 3.3 points a ball game. Peyton Marchalonis is averaging 10.8 on the season as their leading scorer for the Evergreens. Pretty much a balanced offense for the Evergreens. Out on top with it is Klatt. To Bullis. Back to Klatt. Klatt with it on the left wing. Over to 15, that's Beck. And driving with it is Bullis. Driving down the baseline and a bounce pass to Peyton. And Peyton's going to be fouled. And while she was on the floor, and this will be Marshfield's first personal foul. Foul is on Lily Adler, her first personal, team first. As the Evergreens will take it out underneath their own basket. 5-5 with 12:49 left in the first half. If you look over the years, when these two teams battled, it's usually been, right around the 40, 45, 50-point area. So it could be a low-scoring ball game tonight. And a long three, good by Talia Sokals. It hits for three, as that is her fifth three-pointer on the season. Evergreens with it. This motion offense that they're running on this man-to-man defense of the Tigers. Long three, good by Shemaliski as she hits the second one, as she's got all 6 points for the Evergreens at the 12-minute mark here of the first half. As we are tied at 8. Long three, miss an air ball by Talia. As the Evergreens just taking their time, bringing the ball up. Pass inside. Peyton, and rolls around and off the rim. And the Tigers pull it down as Haley Klum gets that rebound for the Tigers. Kolstad with it. Over to Klum along the right baseline. Drives to her left. Three-pointer. Good! By number 15. That's Natalie Delaney. As Delaney, that is her 21st three-pointer as the Tigers have hit three three-pointers here. We have not had a basket, a two-point basket in this ball game. We've had 5 baskets, and all of them have been threes. As the Tigers coming down the floor. Long, they're going to call it a 2. As Kolstad gets one. That's 5 points for her tonight. Yes, Tigers are up now 13-5. As the Evergreens working the ball. Out on the right wing with it is Shemaliski. Back out on top. Over to Klatt. Inside. And up with the shot and off the backside, and rebound pulled down by the Tigers as Adler gets another rebound for the Marshfield Tigers. Bounce pass to Adler. Over to Delaney. Driving is Kolstad. Bounce pass to Haley Klum. Motion offense here. Out on top to Delaney. As we're holding it out on top and nobody was moving. You got to move with this offense, but the Tigers seem to be standing still. And pass inside to, and shot by Kennedy Kolstad with another 3. As Kolstad lighting it up here in the early going, as she's got 8 points in this contest. And we've got a loose ball, and we're going to have a foul. It will be on Kels Kolstad. That's her first, team second. So foul situation. Marshfield with 2, Everest with 1. Everest will have the ball trailing by 8, 16-8, as the Tigers have lit the baskets up with 4 3-pointers here. Out on top, on the left wing, to Bullis. To Beck. To Bullis. Back over to Shimaliski. Shimaliski's pass. And a long 3 by Bullis is good. As McKenna Bullis gets her 21st three-pointer as she shoots 33% from three-point land. As we've got a battle of threes going on tonight here in the LMC Fieldhouse. Kolstad with it. Back out to Audrey Lutke, who's into the ball game for the Tigers. And Kennedy again, good! She's got the hot hand as she's lighting it up. And she's got 11 in this contest. As the Tigers on their home floor tonight, they play very well against the Evergreens on their home floor over the last 23 and a half years. And off the leg of Briley Beck, the freshman. And it'll be Tigers ball as we have a timeout here. And so we're going to take a timeout also. And we have a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a 30. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley basketball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old, and they consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. Tryout registration is happening now. Go to marshfieldfastpitch.com to get started.
And we're back here. That timeout was brought to you by thanks to our game day sponsors, Art's Body Shop, Bruce Orthodontics, Gross Motors of Marshfield, ShedsDelivered.com, and Hefco Floral. We thank all of our great sponsors for sponsoring all these games. So we got 13 going on tonight, and a big list of games tomorrow night also here on Zaleski Sports, as we have a loose ball, and we will have a jump ball, and it'll go to the Evergreens. As the Evergreens will be bringing it up court, trailing 19-11 with 7:10 left in the first half. Down low to Beck. Beck double teamed, knocked away by Delaney. And we're going to have a foul on the Evergreens. And the foul is on number 15. That is Briley Beck. Her first personal, team second. So the Tigers now with an 8-point lead here, just past the 7-minute mark. And working it out on top is Laufenberg. Over to Sokoas, as they're playing catch back there. As skip pass over and stolen away. And going coast to coast with it, and off the hands as Bullis gets it knocked out of her hands, and Evergreens will keep it there as Laufenberg hustling down the floor to knock that one away. Pass inside and taken away by Kennedy as Coach Heidi Michaels calling out a play there from the sidelines. And the Tigers moving the ball. Kennedy in the far corner to Laufenberg. As great motion here as Sokos, and a three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound and a push by Kennedy Kolstad, as she will pick up her second personal foul. That's the team third. As she may be sitting here as Coach Heidi Michaels makes a move here. And coming in is Lily Adler. As Lily averages 5.1 points a ball game. She had 9 in the last ball game with 10 rebounds against Lakeland with that win just the other night. So Lily is able to score for the Tigers. Long three and good by that Bullis, as that is her second 3 points. She's got 22 on the season. The Evergreens with 4 baskets, all of them threes, trailing 19-12 or 19-14 here. I must have missed a 2-pointer here somewhere. Out on top with it is Peyton Marchelonis. Inside to Marchelonis, and taken away by Laufenberg. That's her working a ball. And a long three, good! That by number 15, that is Natalie Delaney. That is her second three-pointer, her 22nd of the season. As the Tigers have increased their lead now to 8, and Rebound by Laufenberg as she brings it across the timeline for the Tigers. Skip pass over to Sokos. Back to Laufenberg. To Sokos. Bounce pass to Haley Klum. Klum with a dribble. And a long three again. And good by Laufenberg. And Laufenberg, that is her 14th three-pointer of the season. 25-14 as the Tigers are lighting it up here in the first half from downtown. Bounce pass to Klatt. Great motion by the Evergreens. Bullis with a three. In and out, bounces around. And it'll be knocked out of bounds by Schultz. And it'll be Tigers ball. As the 2 points I missed is actually from Peyton's two she had underneath there. So we got the scorebook figured out now. So Laufenberg with it. Over in the corner to Klum. Klum for the three. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bullis as she brings it across the timeline for the Evergreens. Bullis pass inside to Peyton. To Bullis. Out to Byler, who's now in the ball game. Bullis to Byler. Almost stolen away by Haley Klum. Great movement and a three-point attempt. Rebound pulled down by Marchalonis. And we've got a foul on, as the foul is on the Tigers on Natalie Delaney, her first personal, team fourth. So the Evergreens will have it underneath their own basket. Very clean game here as Tigers with only 4 fouls, the Everest with 2. I've had a couple of those in the last couple of weeks here as the Stratford game I had the other night, the first half, only had 3 total fouls in the first half. And as I mention it now, picking up their second personal foul is Lily Adler in team 5th. And going to the free throw line is Peyton Marcelonis, as she is a 65% free throw shooter and nothing but net there as she picks up her 3rd point of the night. And coming in for Adler is number 11. That would be Hannah Ridgway, a senior for the Tigers. 6 seniors on this Marshfield team, and Peyton connects on both free throws as she's got 4 now. 25-16. As the Tigers' lead is cut from 11 to now 9. And driving the baseline and knocked away and control, loose ball. And Coach Bullis is going to call a 30-second timeout, so we're going to take a 30 also with 2:13 left until halftime when the Tigers leading 25-16. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference basketball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsLiver.com.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we're back here at the LMC Home Improvements Fieldhouse as the Tigers lead 25-16, coming up to the 2-minute mark here. And almost a steal there by Laufenberg as she got her hand in there and committed a foul. That it will be her first personal, team 6th, as the next foul as the Everest team will be going to the free throw line. Bullis out on top with it. Passes over to Shimolisky. Shimolisky with it to, that would be Beck. And driving is Shimolisky. Dishes it back off. Inside pass down low and just off the glass by Peyton. And rebound pulled down by the Tigers with 1:30 left until halftime. As the Tigers may work for a last shot here. Sokos. Bounce pass to Haley Klum. Haley out on top to Sokos. Inside pass to Haley, and good, and one! As Klum will go to the free throw line and see if she can complete that three-point play. As Beck picks up the personal foul, her second personal foul, team third. And Haley going to the line, shooting 57%, and she connects on that one. As I mentioned before, Haley going to UW Eau Claire next season to play some basketball for the Blue Gulls. Congratulations to Haley. Bullis with it on the left wing. Thought about the three, and off the glass, no good. And a fight for the rebound. And we're going to have a jump ball, and possession will go to Marshfield. As the Tigers have the ball now with 56.8 left until halftime, and up by 12, 28-16, the biggest lead for the Tigers. Inside pass and blocked, and Marcelonis will pick up her second personal, team fourth, and that was a shooting foul. And at the line is Natalie Delaney, a 67% free throw shooter. She's got 6 points already tonight, and rolls around. Looked like it was going to bounce out of there, but came back the right way, as Natalie now has 7 points in the contest. She had 14 the other night. And good with the second one, as she's now got 8. Natalie, just a sophomore. 2 more years here as Tigers. Could be their starting point guard next year to go along with Kennedy Kolstad and Lily Adler back also. So a good group coming back next year. Inside pass. Up with the shot, and off the glass with it is Briley Beck. And Beck gets 2. And we're down to counting slowly here at the 10-minute second mark. And three-pointer off the rim, no good. As the Evergreens just seems to be taking their time, and tries a long one and an air ball. And that will end the first half as the Marshfield Tigers lead the DC Everest Evergreens 30-18. And so we'll take a break here and recognize quite a few of our sponsors here, and so we'll be back in just a little bit and give you some halftime stats here and tell you about tournament time just around the corner. So you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference basketball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsLiver.com.
Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio, now open in front of Pick and Save on Central Avenue in Marshfield. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydro massage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. You can pay per session or choose from memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com or stop in at 601 South Central Avenue, Suite 400 in front of Pick and Save in Marshfield.
Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, and home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Set up a free consultation today at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And we are back here at the LMC Fieldhouse, Home Improvement Fieldhouse in Marshfield, as the Marshfield Tigers lead at halftime 30-18. And it was a battle of threes in this contest so far, as Marshfield with 2, 4, 6, 7 3-pointers, and the Evergreens with 4 so far. And they're just lighting up the nets from downtown. And our halftime show is brought to you by Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, and strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. And scoring in the first half here for the DC Everest Evergreens, as Riley Beck has 2. Peyton Marchelonis, the fine freshman, has 4 points. And leading the way is McKenna Bullis with 6, a pair of threes. And Alyssa Shimaluski with a pair of threes for 6 points also. For the Marshfield Tigers, Haley Klum with 5 points. And Kylie Laufenberg with 3. And Talia Sokos with 3. Natalie Delaney hitting a couple threes and a couple free throws for 8 points. And Kennedy Kolstad, who sat on the bench a little bit about the last 5 minutes of the first half. And the Tigers built on that lead then with her on the Pines. And she's got 3 threes and a bucket for 11 points. So that's the scoring so far in the first half here. And tournament time just around the corner. And, of course, Marshfield is in Division II this year. And they are up in that lower bracket with Antigo, Lakeland, Marinette, Merrill, New London, Pulaski, Rhinelander, Shawano, Wapaka, and Wausau East. In fact, if you look at that, that's 4 former Valley, or I should say, teams that were in the Valley. Antigo, Marshfield, and Merrill, and Rhinelander, and Wausau East. All are currently in the Valley or were in the Valley. And up in the other bracket is La Crosse Central, La Crosse Logan, Medford, Menominee, New Richmond, Onalaska, Rice Lake, who's just a powerful, powerful Division II team, as they are sitting at the top spot in the power rankings. And River Falls is number 3, and Sparta is in there, and Toma also. Menominee is in the number 2 spot in the power rankings. In Division I, it's one big sectional. It's not broken up to an upper bracket or lower bracket. It's all big one. And in there, you've got 4 ranked teams. De Pere is ranked 8th in the state. Kimberly is 4th. Notre Dame is 9th. And Spash is 6th. And we'll see the Spash Panthers next week here at the Fieldhouse. A big matchup with Marshfield next Thursday. So it should be an interesting. And DC Everest right now is in the power rankings 13th out of 18 teams in that power ranking. So we'll be back in just a little bit here. We're going to take a couple breaks here, and we'll come back with the rankings here of from Bound, Wisconsin and Zaleski Sports, and give you the girls' rankings 1 through 5. And you're watching Wisconsin basketball from the Wisconsin Valley Conference here on Zaleski Sports. And brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
And we're back here at the Fieldhouse in Marshfield, the LMC, Home Improvement Fieldhouse. And the rankings that come out every Monday on Bound Wisconsin. And in Division 1, Kimberly is ranked 4th. The Spash Panthers ranked 6th with a 15-3 record. And Appleton East ranks 7th in there. So a very, very tough Division 1 that, and actually years ago, Marshfield used to be in that bracket until they went down to Division 2. And usually you find a sectional here at Marshfield. Who knows, Marshfield may have a sectional in Division 2 also this year. It'll be decided by the WIAA. In Division 2, Rice Lake is ranked number 2. Appleton Xavier at 5, and Fox Valley Lutheran at 6. Nobody pretty much in our area in Division 3. In Division 4, St. Mary's Catholic is number 1. Neilsville is 2. Regis is 3. Bondwell is 8th. They will drop as Stratford beat them the other night by 3. I called that one, and I'll tell you, it was a great, great ball game as Stratford is ranked 10th, and they should move up in the rankings. They are actually playing Shawamigan tonight in a makeup game that was postponed when we had that storm a couple of weeks ago. So Stratford looking to move up in the rankings and playing some great, great basketball right now as they are 16-2 overall. And in Division 6, Pacelli is number 2. Columbus Catholic is 6th. Almond Bancroft is 8th. And in fact, coming up, Almond Bancroft, in fact, I think it's tonight. Yes, Pacelli is playing Almond Bancroft tonight. And of 2 ranked teams, Pacelli, as I mentioned, number 2, Almond Bancroft, number 8. And that will pretty much decide the CWC, the Central Wisconsin Conference. And so should be a good one. And as that's going on, I'll see if I can get a score on that one also. And Assumption is ranked number 9. And so some great representation by the teams here in Central Wisconsin. Coming up here just in a few seconds, we'll have the Everest Evergreens will have the ball to start the second half. The second half is brought to you by Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products. Congratulations, students, athletes across Central Wisconsin on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. And Felker Brothers has been a sponsor of athletics. I mean, I can go back 50 years ago when I was in high school, and they were a big sponsor of athletics here in Central Wisconsin. Thank you, Felker Brothers, and all the rest of our great, great sponsors. As the Evergreens will take it out here to start the second half, trailing 30-18 to the Marshfield Tigers. And out on top with it is Schultz. Schultz takes the dribble, passes it off to Shimoliski. Back over to Klatt. Over to Shimoliski. And a long three, and good by Klatt. As Klatt gets in the scorebook, as that is her 12th three-pointer on the season. As the Evergreens now have 5 three-pointers tonight and 2 two-point baskets. So, as I mentioned, both teams shooting well from the three-point area tonight. Tigers with it, working inside to Klum. Klum dishes it off and knocked out of bounds by the Evergreens. And so, yeah, we got some great ball games going on right now. Columbus Catholic and Colby in a girls game at Colby. Gilman is at Loyal in a girls game. And Xavier and Mosney girls game going on also as Tigers working the ball inside. Works it into Adler. Out on top to Ridgeway. Passes it off to Kennedy. And Adler loses control and it goes out of bounds. And the Evergreens will have it. Events were made for Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small, private party space is available for your event. Call now for available dates. As the Evergreens have it, trailing by 9 here. And another long three and off the back of the rim as Adler pulls down another rebound. That's got to be about 4 or 5 for her tonight. Out on top to Klum. Klum working the right wing. Giving directions where to go to Ridgeway. Inside. Off the glass and good by Adler as she gets her first 2 of the night. And a loose ball, and backing off was Haley Klum there. Didn't want to pick up a foul. Even though she doesn't have any yet tonight, but she's been known to pick up really quick fouls in the second half this season. And Bullis with it on the left wing. Going one-on-one with Ridgeway out there. Shot up and good by number 12. That is Shimolisky, as she now has 8 points, leading the Evergreens here. And 32-23. That's the Tigers with a 9-point lead and another turnover by the Tigers. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydro massage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. And up with a shot and count it. Good. As Kolstad picks up her 3rd personal foul. And going to the line there is, looks like number 12, that is Shemilisky. As basket was good, and she completes the 3-point play. It's nice up here to have a monitor up here, and the cameras also, we've got about 3-4 different cameras that we can get different camera angles, and it's so nice. You can see who's at the free throw line here because the angle we're at, you can't see the number. So the shot up and no good by Adler. And rebound pulled down by Marchelonis. As Bullis passes it off. Out on top to Clapp. Down low to Peyton. Peyton going one-on-one with Adler. Those bright shoes out there that Klatt has. You can't miss her, as those shoes are very, very bright. I know I was watching a little bit of the Everest game the other night. I know Chris made a comment about that also, that you can't miss her on the floor, as those shoes are very, very bright, kind of like a fluorescent orange. And so there's the Evergreens throw the ball away, and the Evergreens are within 6 here, as Everest has outscored Marshfield 8-2 here to start the second half. As Ridgeway gets it back out on top to Laffenberg, to Haley Klum. Klum directing traffic. And we've got a violation where the Evergreens will take over now, as DC Everest cutting into this Marshfield lead, as Marshfield had a 12-point lead at halftime, and it's been dwindled down to 6. Out on top with it is Peyton. Peyton over to Bullis. Bolas looking for an opening, bounce pass. Underneath, up with the shot, and rolling off with it is Schultz's shot. And it'll go off the Evergreens, and it'll be Tigers ball. And coming in for the Tigers will be number 23, Talia Sokos. And at Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation. With professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. And ball being knocked out of bounds by the Evergreens. It'll be Marshfield's ball under their own basket with 13-19 left in this contest. Lob pass, and off the back, Adler with the shot. No good, and the Evergreens pull down the rebound. Out on top to Klatt. Bullis with it on the wing to Klatt. And knocked away nicely by Kylie Laufenberg. As it goes all the way over to the bleachers. There's a big area on both sides here. This building was built back in 1968, and it's like you've got half of a basketball court pretty much on each side here. And I have no idea what the new design of bleachers that will be coming in and how close it will be to the playing floor. But there's a big gap in there. So it'll be interesting in another year or so when the new bleachers come in here, as they'll be doing some renovation here in the field house. Bullis finally gets it over to Byler. Inside to Peyton. Peyton, turn around, off the glass and count it. And
basket by Marcelo.
As Peyton will be going to the line to complete that three-point play and close this margin. And picking up that foul is Adler, her third personal foul. And Peyton's free throw is no good. And Tigers get the rebound. Sokos with it. Out on top to Laufenberg. Laufenberg for three, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Delaney. And Delaney is fouled. And Delaney will be going to the Serve Pro free throw line. Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Delaney with the free throw, good. As she is now 3 for 3 at the free throw line. She's a 67% free throw shooter. Foul was on number 10. That's Klatt. It's her first personal and team first only in the second half. That's only 5 fouls on the Evergreens in this contest. And the Tigers have had 2, 4, 6, 8. So, and Delaney connects on both of them. She is now in double figures in back-to-back games here, as she had 14 up at Lakeland the other night. As the Evergreens keep moving the ball around, out on top. With it is Beck. Inside to Peyton. Peyton with a turnaround, off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Adler. Another rebound by the chairman of the board. Adler drives to her left. Looking for an open person. Laufenberg out on top to Haley. To Adler. To Sokos. Adler. Haley thought about 3. Drives to the right. Off the glass. No good. And the Evergreens pull down the rebound. As the Tigers are up 34-28 here. Just coming up to the 11-minute mark here. Pass over to Byler. Out on top to Peyton. Inside pass, knocked away, and control, and a foul. And that'll be on Haley Klum. And that will be her first personal, team third, and that will be a shooting foul. And at the line is number 15. That will be Beck as she misses the first one. She is a 62% free throw shooter. As Kolstad is back into the game for the Tigers. As Beck will connect on the second one. She now has 3 points on the night. Coming up to the 11-minute mark here. Laufenberg out on top. Bounce pass inside to Klum. Klum back on top to Laufenberg. To Soskos. Long three, and good by Delaney. As Delaney's got the hot hand, as she's got now 13 on the night. She has really come around here the second half of the season. As I mentioned, she's only a sophomore. And a loose ball, and we're going to have a jump ball. And possession will go to Marshfield as Everest had the ball to start this second half. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. These are really nice sheds. I have stopped and saw those. They are well made. So if you need a shed, stop at ShedsDelivered.com. As Tigers, Kennedy backs off. 3-point by Haley. Good! As Delaney hits another one. As she's got 4 threes tonight. So she's got 16 on the night so far. She had 8 points in the first half. She's got 8 here early in the second half. As we were just coming up to the second half of the second half. And a shot and pulled down by Haley Klum. And bringing it across is Kennedy as she drives the lane off the glass, no good, but she'll go to the Serve Pro free throw line. Serve Pro, like it never happened. So, and number 12, Shemileski picks up her first personal, team second. As Kennedy Kolstad, an 81% free throw shooter, very good. In fact, her and her brother, it would be a great contest between her and Cam in a free throw contest because both of these are really, really good free throw shooters. And I'll tell you, I'll bet you they play a lot of horse in the driveway and it'd be a competition between those two. But second shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kolstad. And bringing it up court now. Great defense by the Tigers. Great ball movement. Thought about the three. That would be Klatt. As driving to the lane, up and off the glass by Shemileski is just too hard, and the Tigers pull down another rebound. Trying to drive the baseline. As Klum dishes it back out to Laufenberg. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by the Evergreens, and Bullis going to bring it up court for the Evergreens. Peyton way out on top out there. Driving the lane, and we've got a foul before the shot. And the foul's on 23. Sokos, her first personal. And we're going to take a timeout, and we'll see how long it is. It's a 30-second, so we'll take a 30 also, and we'll be back right after this for more basketball action here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfein Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at the LMC Fieldhouse as the Tigers get back to that 12-point lead. It was dwindled down to 6, but some big baskets by Natalie Delaney and a free throw by Kylie Laufenberg puts the Tigers back up by 12 at 41-29 with 8:13 left, and it'll be the Evergreens ball underneath their own basket. Pass out over in the corner. And driving down the baseline and at a travel on Byler. So a turnover by the Everest as Taya had a clean shot for the basket, but a few too many steps. And a big basket by Sokos from about 17, good for 2. As the Tigers take up their biggest lead now, 43-29. Out on top with it is Clot, and a good three-pointer by Bullis, as that is her third three-pointer tonight. Tigers moving the ball. Laufenberg. Coming in is Kolstead. Over in the far corner to pass to Kennedy. Good for 3. As that is the 4th three-pointer by Kolstead. As she now has 14 on the night. Bullis with it. Out on top. On the wing for the Evergreens. Looking for an opening to Bullis. Out on top to Klatt. Inside pass, and we've got a foul. And a foul will be on, I think, Laufenberg. Yes, Laufenberg, as that is her second personal. And the team 5th here in the second half. As the Evergreens will have it out underneath their own basket. And a shot off the glass and good by number 24, Byler. That's her first basket of the night. She averages 6.4, so she's been a little quiet tonight. As Kennedy Kolstead brings it up over to Laufenberg. Inside pass, and up with it is Haley Klum as Klatt gets called for the foul. Actually, from our angle up here, Klatt actually fouled her twice, but the officials caught it second time around. So going to the line will be Haley Klum, and the shot is up and good. As Haley, very quiet night out of Haley with 6 points. Averaging 12.9. One of the top 10 scorers in the Wisconsin Valley. And the next one is up and hits the front of the rim and rolls in. And as Marshfield gets a big break, as you know, I talked with Coach Michaels at the beginning of the ball game, and if I get a chance to talk to her tonight, I'll say, well, I guess the free throws do come through, as they are just on fire at the free throw line tonight, as they have not missed from the free throw line. Peyton driving to her left, gets control. As Byler thought about the three, but dishes it off to Bullis. Oh, I thought that was close to a travel there, but the official didn't think so. Out on top to Klatt. Great movement by the Evergreens here, but great defense by the Tigers. And great job by Solkos. And a three-pointer off the, oh, wow. I thought it was going to go back off, but falling in is a three-pointer by number 10. That would be Klatt. That is her second three-pointer tonight here in the second half. She's got 6. As the score now is 48-37. Tigers with it with 4:54 left. Kennedy up with off the front of the rim, no good. Just did not go up strong enough with it. As Bullis with it on the right wing. Platt over to Byler. To Shimilowski as she drives off the glass, and good. As she has now 13 tonight. She averages 7.6. Having a great night. As the Tigers are in trouble, and we've got a jump ball, and it'll go to the Evergreens. As the other official, as Mark Horn called a 30-second timeout. As he's going over now to talk to the official or the coach. As Marshfield will be charged with a 30-second timeout. And so we're just going to keep it here for the time being with 4:18 left. Next Step Prosthetics. Next Step Prosthetics providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. That is Next Step Prosthetics. They're located over by Walmart over there, and I haven't had to go in there, thank goodness, but I've had 2 knee replaces, but they're working well yet, so I guess I don't need prosthetics yet, but the people there are just fantastic people. So if you need them, stop there. They'll help you out. Tigers will take the ball after the timeout here. Tigers with 2 timeouts left. The Evergreens with 3. And Tigers taking it out and gets it into the backcourt to Laufenberg. Laufenberg dribbling to her right to Kennedy, over to Delaney, and knocked away. And that goes off of Haley Klum. And the Evergreens will take over with 4:03 left in this contest. Out on top there with the Evergreens. Bullis with it on the right wing. Very patient offense here. Working for a good shot, the Evergreens are. Inside pass. Going up and off the glass, and good is Shemaliski, as she is having a great night tonight. As she's got 9 in the second half here, 15 for the game. And getting it is Kennedy, as Talia thought about taking the 3 from the coffin corner there, but dribbled it back out. Klum with it, back out on top to Laufenberg, to Kennedy Kolstad. Running this motion offense, Delaney in trouble, gets it to Laufenberg, to Kolstad. Tigers working the ball. We're under 3 minutes to play here in this contest, and the Tigers up by 7. Has a lot of fouls to give, Everest does. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Briley Beck, as the Tigers controlling the clock here, running a lot of seconds off. Coming into the ball game for the Evergreens is number 11, Piper Schultz, and number 10, Aubrey Klatt, both seniors for the Evergreens. And coming back in for the Tigers is Lily Adler. As a pass by Solskos went off the feet of Adler, and goes out of bounds. That pass, that turnover was by Sokos, as that pass was down by Lily's ankles and went out of bounds in the Evergreens, taking over with 2:28 left. As we're hoping that this is not a deja vu of the West Salem game. And getting two off the glass is Peyton Marchalonis. And Everest knocks it out of bounds, and great hustle by Peyton as the lead has dwindled down to 5. The Tigers had a 14-point lead at one time, and it has dwindled down to 5 as Tigers have the ball to Klum, to Kennedy, to Laufenberg, back over to Haley Klum, over to Kolstad. Kolstad across the timeline, and we've got a foul.
Foul is on number 12.
And number 12, a foul is on, is Chmielewski. That's her second personal, team 4th. 8 total fouls by the Evergreens tonight. 4 in the first half, 4 in the second. As the Tigers take it out, Laufenberg bringing it across the timeline. Drives, and another push. Number 11, Schultz. That is her first, team 5th now. Both teams with 5 team fouls with 1:56 left. As Haley Klum has it out on top, over to Laufenberg on the right wing. Double teamed. And a timeout is called by Heidi Michaels, as we got timed or double teamed at center court. So with 1:44 left, Tigers up by 5, 48-43. We're going to take a timeout here, and you're watching Wisconsin Valley basketball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsLiver.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
And we're back here at the LMC Home Improvement Fieldhouse, and just checking here, we've got a real dandy at Almond Bancroft. As a battle for first place there. 2 ranked teams there. Almond Bancroft leading Pacelli 35. Well, it's tied up now at 35 as Pacelli just scored. So we've got a good one here also. So a lot of good games on Zaleski Sports tonight. As the Tigers have it in their front court. Kennedy with it, as trying to dribble out of trouble there. Delaney back to Kolstad. Double teamed to Klum. And we've got a foul out on top by the Evergreens.
Foul's on number 20, Bullis.
20 as McKenna Bullis with the personal foul. Her first personal, team 6th. As the Evergreens have hit for 7 3-pointers tonight, and Marshfield has just as many. And back out to Kolstad. Kolstad dribbling, and we've got a foul on number 11, that's Schultz. That would be the second personal, team 7th. And you got the right person going to the line for the Tigers, as Kennedy Kolstad is an 81% free throw shooter. She's got 14 points on the night. That she had 14 the other night against Lakeland. As Kennedy taking her time. First one is up, and nothing but net. Puts a little more padding to that lead for the Tigers with 1:10 left. Tigers up by 6. Kolstad ready and up and nothing but net. So Tigers leading by 7 with coming up to the 1 minute mark here. As Everest are going to have to start popping from downtown. And knocked away and stolen by Haley Klum, and she's fouled in the backcourt. And so Klum will be going to the free throw line for the Tigers. Haley with just 7 points tonight, but she is 3 for 3 at the free throw line, a 57% free throw shooter. And the foul was on number 20. That is McKenna Bullis, her second personal foul. As shot is up and off the front of the rim. That is actually the first free throw. And the ball is off the Tigers. And it'll be the Evergreens ball with 48 seconds left. And the Tigers up by 7. As they have actually 3 players very capable of hitting from 3. Bullis is one of them, and the shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Haley Klum, as Haley will go to the free throw line again to shoot the 1-and-1 to the Serve Pro free throw line. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And so the foul is on number 24. That is Byler, her first personal, and the team 8th. Coming up after this contest will be the Nasonville postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with those fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your fresh cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. And there's a lot of convenience stores in Marshfield that will get them also. And Klum hits 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And the Evergreens down by 8 here. Driving the baseline is Klatt, and knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. So with 24.6 seconds and the Tigers up by 8, they could be picking up their 4th conference win of the season to go over 500 in the Valley. And Peyton, and personal foul on the Tigers. And is Laufenberg with the foul. And that would be her 3rd personal foul and team 6th. And at the line is Peyton Marchelinas. She hits the first one. And Marchelinas misses the second one. And we've got a jump ball. And we've got a timeout by Marshfield, and that's a full timeout by Marshfield. And I'm not sure if I'm saying, they must be saying that Marshfield had control of the ball. So Marshfield with a timeout here, so we're going to take one also. And we'll be right back with the finishing touches here of this Wisconsin Valley Conference game, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
And we're back here at the field house, the LMC Home Improvement Fieldhouse in Marshfield, and Tigers leading by 7 with 16.3 seconds left. And the Tigers taking the ball out under full court-wise, full court press by the Evergreens. And Kennedy with the ball, and we've got a foul as she will be going to the free throw line, and the foul is on. Let's see. As Bullis, her 3rd personal, and the team 9th. So Kolstad, that is the 10th team foul. Yes. And Kennedy will be shooting 2 as double bonus is up, and she connects on that. Shooting at a very impressive 81% for a freshman. And the next one up and rolls around, falls in. And we're running down with 5.8 seconds left. And the ball gets in. As it passes around, a long three is an air ball. As the final horn sounds, it's the Marshfield Tigers picking up their third conference win, and actually they have won in the last, let's see, they've got 1, 2, 3. That's their fourth win in the last 6 games. So Tigers coming around here towards the end of the season. They've only got 4 games left in the overall, and also Everest only has 3 games left. So season winding down here, and I don't know where it went, but it went by very, very fast. So, but we'll be talking to head coach Heidi Michaels down at center court here after she gets done talking to her team a little bit, and we'll have a star of the game also. So tonight's ball game has been brought to you by shedsdelivered.com, and again, the final score is 53-44, and we'll be down on the floor in just a bit, right after the Nasonville Dairy postgame show.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we're back here at the LMC Fieldhouse, and a great win by the Marshfield Tigers as they come away with a 53-44 victory. And it got a little touchy down the stretch here as the Tigers built a 14-point lead in there, and all of a sudden we were talking about the West Salem game, and we thought, boy, is this going to be a deja vu deal? But your ball club, Heidi, hung in there really tough, and they played tough defense all night long because they had to Everest had to work for their shots all the time. And of course, that first half between Everest and Marshfield, I thought we were just going to shoot threes all night long. But you had a great job by your defense tonight.
Yeah, we really came back, even from the Lakeland game, West Salem and then the Lakeland game, and we just talked so much about we have to be more solid on the defensive end. If you make them work extremely hard for every shot, yeah, they're going to make shots, but we can't give up layups because we're letting people go around us. So that was really our keep them out in front of us. I think Lily Adler and Haley Klum did a fabulous job on the inside on their big, being active. Just in film last night, we knew what we wanted to do, but for the kids to go out and really play solid for the whole first half and second half, take care of the ball, move the ball around. They got each other good looks. And we talk all the time, when that ball swings baseline to baseline and it goes in the lane and out the lane, our shooting percentage, everyone's does, it goes up. And I think Natalie was a recipient of those passes coming out, and so were others. And so it's just a team effort, and it was a really good win. We got embarrassed at Everest the first time, and that, I know it hung with me since we played them last, but it hung with them because I talk about it all the time. When things aren't going well, you have to work harder. And we didn't that night. And so for us to come here and get this win at home was huge for them.
You mentioned, Lily and also Haley doing a nice job defensive-wise on Peyton. And I'll tell you, she's a nice-looking freshman. I mean, she's a very good ball player, averages 10 points a ball game. But she worked hard in order to get those 9 points tonight.
She did, and I can't speak highly enough of, Lily got in a little bit of foul trouble and we switched off, and Haley's undersized, but she just moves her feet and she understands body position, and she was able to really make Peyton work really hard in there to get looks, and, she's a tall, put-together freshman, and so she's going to get open once in a while, but, overall, they just made her work really hard.
But, the one I want to talk about is this lady that we're going to talk about here, and I'll tell you, Natalie has just said she had 14 against Lakeland. She comes back with 16 tonight, and I mean, she's lights out from downtown with 4 threes, 4 for 4 at the free throw line. I mean, just a great job.
Yeah, this is something that we knew that Natalie could do, and it's just been a work in progress, I think, for this entire team. It has, and she's continued to work hard the whole season. And when she gets her feet set, I think the thing that really has helped her a lot is that we have made a commitment to moving that ball. If you don't move the ball, shooters feel rushed. And so if you move it, they're going to have more time. She doesn't have to rush to get it because people are scrambling to her. And so she's listened, she's hung in there. There were some long days. And for her to come back and have the games that she had, back to back, it's a credit to her.
Well, now you have a whole week to get ready for Spash, and I was looking at that today, and my gosh, talk about an all-star lineup. I mean, it's a very tough ball club, and they've been beaten 3 times, and that's why we play the games. But their defense at point has is just phenomenal. I mean, the most points they've given up to one team is 34 points in the Valley, but a very good ball club at Stevens Point.
Yeah, and we have the week to get ready for it. And, the thing we've talked about all year is we want to be playing the best basketball at the end of the season. It's happening. Now we get a really, really good test against an outstanding Stevens Point group. We know how we did the first time. Is it going to be better this next time? I sure hope so. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. And so we're going to get ready and give it our best shot.
And the thing is, you're moving up in the standings also. I mean, you got a shot to actually finish second yet. I mean, in the standings, and I don't know if you would have thought about that, before Christmas, but your club is really, really coming along from what I saw the first part of the season to now. They've improved a lot.
It starts with taking care of the ball.
Yep.
If you have possessions, it's just the law of averages. If you turn it over 20 times, that is a lot of points you left out there. And so they've figured it out. And if you don't turn over the ball, you get that many more possessions to score points. And it's shown in our scores. It's showing in our ability to get more than 1 or 2 people involved. There's scoring around for that. So a credit to the kids because they hung in there.
All right, we'll see you next week against Spash, and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
You betcha. With us, the star of the game, Natalie Delaney. Natalie, great ball game. In fact, even the great game against Lakeland the other night, scoring 14, along with actually with Kennedy and also with Haley also. So, but great job you have done. Come off the bench, and I mean, just you light it up. You look at that first half. I mean, you had a pair of threes and 2 free throws. I mean, it's a carbon copy because you had 2 free throws and 2 threes in the second half, and just a great combination.
Yeah, it's just about like getting the ball in and out. It's really helpful to like get your feet set and have time to get the shot off.
Yeah. And your defense tonight by the whole team, just an outstanding job by your defense also.
We've been focusing on that a lot this week in practice, and just like getting our feet set, no slapping, like moving your feet there and being straight up against bigs especially.
All right, so what we're going to do is, and with, of course, we're coming up with Spash next week, so it's a big test coming up for you. So we're going to put you in the house. I don't know if you've ever done this before. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you the microphone, and I'm going to count you down, 3, 2, 1. And you just look right up the camera, right up there, and say, I'm Natalie Delaney, and I'm in the house. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
I'm Natalie Delaney, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Natalie. You betcha. Again, a great ball game by the Marshfield Tigers tonight as they hit 13 out of 15 from the free throw line. As they, Coach Michaels and I were talking about, they're only a 49% free throw shooter, but big free throws in this ball game as they hit 13 out of 15, and they had 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They had 10 three-pointers tonight also, so a great job by the Marshfield Tigers. Leading the way was Kennedy Kolstead with 18. Talia Sokos with 5. Lily Adler, a great job on the boards again tonight with 2 points. And Kylie Laufenberg with 4. And Haley Klum with 8. So leading scorer for the Evergreens tonight was Elisa Shimilewski, as she was actually 8 points over her season average as she comes up with 15, and the only one in double figures for the DC Everest Evergreen. So the Tigers get ready for Stevens Point next week. So enjoy the weather this weekend. Next week, all in the 30s. And we'll see you next Monday as I am at Stratford. And then we are back here on Thursday with the Spash Panthers. Again, the final score, the Marshfield Tigers 54 and the Everest Evergreens 44. And good night, everyone. See you next week.